and welcome. Today we're going to go and talk about PlayPosit. Please fill in the Google Docs so we can keep track of participation. But anywho, so let's get started. I'm going to give you a rundown of what PlayPosit does. So there we go. So my name is Elizabeth Veramontes, and today we're going to go over video lessons with assessments using PlayPosit. When teaching an online course or a distance learning course, like many of you are doing, we don't get to see our students. We don't get to interact with them, nor see them interact with each other. As a result, we miss a lot of the nonverbal cues that can help us gauge the student engagement and understanding of the content being discussed. We can see the glazed look in their eyes and we can expand on that. One of the ways that we can bridge that gap is by creating engagement in an online course. So student engagement refers to the degree of attention, curiosity, interest, optimism, and passion that students show when they are learning or being taught. One of the ways that we can create and foster engagement in an online course is by creating assignments, lessons, or projects that appeal to student interest or that stimulate their curiosity. Let's go to the next slide. To do this, video is one of the best tools we can use to help increase engagement. Videos provide students with auditory, visual, contextual, verbal, and non-verbal cues of input that enhance student comprehension. At the same time, we have to make this passive watching experience more interactive and engaging for the students. And the reason that we use video to increase engagement is that video is one of the best ways that we can leverage. Videos is the best way that we can leverage engagement and add formative assessments as the students watch the videos. These assessments can help us gauge if students are learning what we intend them to learn and make students' interventions a lot easier while we engage them with what we want them to learn. One example of this is I had two professors, both using video in their courses. One of them just uploaded the videos to Blackboard, while the second professor used PlayPosit to add engagement to each of the videos. The difference of the student participation and engagement with the content was tremendous. The student watching the videos without engagement prompts might have watched the first one completely. After that, they watch 5 or 10 minutes of the following videos. By the fourth or the fifth video, they stop watching altogether. On the other hand, the professor using PlayPosit saw a completely different interaction with her students. The students watch all the videos, answer all the questions, and even had additional questions during their Zoom meetings. So these are just a couple of tips for creating engagement in PlayPosit. One of the things is make the interaction meaningful. Let the students know why the content they are about to watch is important for them. We can also add different types of questions that allow us to create curiosity, interest, and not pauses when we point out important concepts or steps that they might have missed since they don't have the expertise in the subject. We can foster a sense of competence. Students receive immediate feedback on the responses. This gives them a feeling of that they're getting the content. And if they get something wrong on an answer, they can actually go back and review what they missed. We can provide us a sense of autonomy for the students by allowing them to feel in control of their academic process and their learning. Since they can retake a lesson, they can take notes as they watch the video, they can pause and review the video at their own speed. We can embrace collaborative learning by encouraging students to work together in groups to reinforce learning. We can create in-video discussions where students share their ideas and comments in a contextualized manner. Students can help each other to clarify, analyze, and even break down any complex ideas in the video that they might have missed or the video reveals. So now, here on this area, hold on. Okay, so we are here. Let's go to the next one. So here we have a couple of questions. We have multiple choice for response, a pause, check for understanding, check all of them. We can even add embedded websites where the video pauses and it takes them to another website that you might want to explore, want them to explore. So PlayPosit does a great job on adding all of those questions to it. So let me stop this. And let's go ahead and get started with.
By the way, Liz, I couldn't, when I went to that Google, that website to sign in, it told me that, sorry, unable to open the file at this time.
Oh, okay. They might be using an older one.
So just FYI. And then I have another, I sent a text to another colleague that might be popping in because she shows a lot of videos and stuff. And that was the one that, in fact, I was telling you that she does it through, has discussions through the discussion board on the video. So just an FYI.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. She can jump in anytime.
Right.
Okay, so the beauty about PlayPosit and what I like it is that it is in Blackboard. It's easy for you to access it. And if you put any assessments or formative assessments in there, like answering questions and stuff like that, it can go directly into your grade book in Blackboard. So you don't have to do anything about it. It just automatically does it if you want to grade it. And a lot of that grading you can use as participation points or something to that end. And let's go ahead to this class content assignments and already have some PlayPosit lessons here. And as you can see, I arranged my course by weeks or this course. So let's go into week 6. And you will find PlayPosit in any content area. And it will be under here, build content. And let's go here and just add PlayPosit. So PlayPosit is in anywhere on the course, a content area, PlayPosit. So let's hit PlayPosit. And the first thing I'm gonna do is create the link. This link will allow you to get into the PlayPosit platform. Okay, so we can add a description of the item here if you like, giving them an idea of what they're going to expect or why is this important for them. You can write it here. If you have any other additional files that you want them to either fill out or just want them to have before they go in here, you can add it here. Here's when you can enable evaluation for PlayPosit. One thing to remind you of is you're gonna make the bulb, and what a bulb is, like I call it the video lesson. If you have 20 points in that assignment, you have to put 20 points here. If that assignment only has 15 and you have 20 on this side, it's going to give you some weird fraction or like a 2.566 or whatever it is as the grade. So just be mindful that this matches the amount of questions that you put into your video lesson or bulb.
You put 0 in there so that you basically are just really wanting feedback or have them to questions to think about, or is it kind of has to be graded?
It does not have to be graded. I can put it to no evaluation.
Okay, all right. So
So
that's just if you want to go ahead and make this as part of the course evaluation.
yes, a
Okay,
lot of faculty I know that they use it as like participation, and also to make sure that they're watching the videos.
right.
Um, so here they have a due date. Hi, Professor. Thank you for joining us. Let me go back so you don't miss how we got to PlayPosit. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
This is the colleague of mine that
perfect.
I told she might want to do this.
So I was just saying that PlayPosit is embedded into your Blackboard. And the advantage to that is that if you put any assignments or if you make any PlayPosits that are require as participation or assignments, or you're going to give it any points, those automatically go into your gradebook. To get to PlayPosit, you can go to any content area in your course that has this tab menu over here. And under build content, you can come over here and select PlayPosit. We will have to create the link first. So we can get into the PlayPosit platform. So here in the description, we can actually add instructions or what they're expected to do, or why is this video important for them to watch, make it meaningful for them. Here you can attach a couple of files if you want them to have before they go into the video, or something that you want them to answer, or just a review. We were under the grading. You can actually select grading if you want to do so. One of the key things is if you put points possible here, make sure that this match with the points actually given out on the bulb or video lesson. And the key for that is that if this points possible do not match the video lesson, then it's going to give you some weird fractions in the grading. So that's just a reminder. You can have a due date. And the due date is just keeps them on track and making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But at the same time, it allows them to go back and either retake the bulb if you give them that option, or review the bulb. So they will always have access to it even after the due date has passed. Here you permit the users to view the content. You can track the views if you like, or not. And here, let's just go ahead and select submit. So now we have created our link. And this link will take us into the PlayPosit tool. Feel free to ask me any questions as we go along. You will see this entry window. Just go ahead and select enter the PlayPosit. I can come back later and explain this button and this button, or this button in particular. So now we're on PlayPosit. You will not see anything in this page because you will not have any bulbs here. The first thing I will want you to do is come here to the top left-hand side where it says your name. Over here is my name. Let's click on that. And by default, let's scroll down. By default, Instructor Privacy for the bulbs is set to bulbs are public and visible in pre-made bulbs to my community. What this means is that everybody can see your assignments. If you don't want to share that, which I sometimes don't want anybody to see my stuff, I'll just make my bulbs are private and not visible to the pre-made bulbs or my community. This is only visible to you and your students. So the first thing is just come here and select that to private. Here are some default options that you can select for your bulbs. If you want to go over them, you just can read them. More information will be given by putting your mouse here. Here is the part that I like. It also gives you a question point default. And this is nice if it makes it easier to start calculating the points per bulb. Let's say you have 3 multiple choice questions in a bulb, and you know this bulb is worth 3 points. So it just makes it easier. If you have free response, it's 3 here, but you can change it however you want. Let's say I want my multiple choice questions to be worth 2, check all 1, or maybe I want them to be 5 again. Whatever it is that you want to set this to, you can come in here and make those changes. And once you're done, you can select save. Over here, you also have another option of notifications if you like, which email notifications for updates and learning submissions. So it keeps you, it lets you know who has done what and what they are doing in the course or who has completed it. And here, just select save. And come to the close and close this window. And now we're ready to start creating bulbs. And over here is a bulb. Or as I like to call them, a video lesson.
Liz, how did you get to that from the last page? You just exited that, and where was that at though, that adding a new bulb?
It's over here on the...
Okay, oh, you just click on the little bulb thing?
Mm-hmm. Like when we first got here, the first thing I did is clicked on the little man with my name on it. To reset all the settings.
Okay.
Once I'm ready to create a lesson or a bulb, you will not see any of these options here. Yours will be completely empty.
Okay.
So to create a lesson for you, we can come in here and add a new bulb. So think of a bulb as a video lesson. Okay. Is their verbiage that they use for video lessons.
Okay.
So it's a bulb. So I can come here and I actually want you to select on the blue button. There's other options here, which I don't want to go over right now, but students, you can assign students to create, for them to create their own video lessons. But that gets a little bit more complicated and advanced. But for now, we're just going to focus on creating a new bulb. So this is going to be our lesson 4, and it takes you to this window. From here, we're going to select the enter the designer bulb, and you can see it like vibrating. So let's enter here, and that takes us to this window. Did I lose anybody? Or
no, if you could make it a little bigger though.
Okay.
You know, that it's a little small.
Actually, let me stop sharing and let me share it a different way. If at one point I have a pop-up window, if you can't see that, and I will tell you when, let me know and I will share it the other way. Thank you. Is this better?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so over here we have a couple of different things that we can do. We can upload a video, MP3. If you have a URL video from YouTube already, we can actually click here and just put the YouTube video. Let's go back here. I can upload a video. Let's say you recorded your Zoom meeting or course lesson, and only one student showed up and you want the rest of the students to see it. You can download that file, hit upload video, come here, select the video that you want to upload. Let's say is this one. Open it and it will upload it. If you're going to do this, one thing to remember is that it might take a while for the video to fully upload. So my recommendation is click there, browse the computer, select it, open it, and just wait for the little circles to upload. let me see if I have actually a small video. I don't think I do. So, and I don't want to waste all our time together going through that because these are very big. But yeah, you can upload your videos, your Zoom lessons. Here we can pull videos from YouTube, Vimeo, and now this is actually a nice surprise. We can actually pull videos from our Zoom. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, I do not have any recordings, but if I did, I can click here, select the recording, and it will take me to it. So I think we just discovered something today, and I think it's like our news. You can just record your lessons on the cloud and then come here and connect it to them. So that's amazing. But let's first get started with YouTube. Let's go YouTube. Let's go and find a TED Talk.
So to get the Zoom recording, you would go to your profile on Zoom through Collaborate and My Coyote to get there.
No, actually, I just came here. You select the Zoom button, and this will automatically pull your account.
Oh, okay. That's what you said. It automatically does it. You don't have to. You didn't. That's right. Okay. That's okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So I mean, this like just reduces like an extra step on your end, which is amazing. I do not have any recordings of my own, but I'm pretty sure once I click here, select it, it will pick up the video, and then I can use those other options that I'm going to show you with the YouTube video by hitting the customize option.
Hi, Liz, this is Patty, and I'm joining late, but I wanted to ask about when I have a tool link to my Zoom virtual classroom, and so when I record from there, does that recording go to my profile? Is it listed there, or is it just in my email?
No, it actually is in the Collaborate Zoom area. If you go to, your meeting recordings, let me see if I can pull something out like that.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. It's just the three of us, so I'm more than happy to go over the content. Okay. We can do things at our own speed, so that's the advantage.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much.
No, my pleasure. Okay, so let me see. So here is my Collaborate. No, well, my Coyote. So let's go to Video Zoom Conference. And over here where it says recordings, if you are recording your courses, they will appear over here.
Okay. All right, that's good.
Yeah, and that's why this PlayPosit tool is connecting to our Zoom meeting. So if we record something on the cloud, we can just select it and it just brings it over here, which is super nice.
Oh, that is cool.
It took us a while to get it working, but now I love it because I had a couple faculty members asking me about that. So that's very nice. Yeah, so now we just click on here and select it.
Okay. And
you are good to go. Okay, so let's go and add a YouTube video. From here on, once you select whatever video you want, once I selected, a lot of the options are going to work just the same. Let's see what is here. Let's select this one, The Next Outbreak by Bill Gates. So here, if this is the one I want, it allows me to check the video, see if this is the one I want. If I don't like that one, I can come down and select this one to verify if this is the one I want. So this is pulling everything from YouTube. Okay. So
if that's pulling directly from YouTube, that's not pulling from anything you have, any files you have set up, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
So the nice part about this is that if you're using YouTube videos, and you pull those YouTube videos and then upload them to your class directly, we might be breaking copyright. But since we're using PlayPosit and just pointing to that video, we are okay with copyrights because
Oh,
they're available for everybody to see.
I see. That's a nice workaround.
Yes, it is. But since we're doing this, the kind of drawback is some of those videos that we point them to might go away.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just kind of have to come and check them at the beginning of the quarter, make sure those videos are still there. We should be good. And a lot of them just stay there forever. So we should be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once we selected, which one is it that I wanted? Let's select. Yeah, we'll keep it this one. Once we selected the video that we want, we hit customize. And this gives us a couple of added benefits. We can upload our own captions if we want them, which is perfect. We do have a couple of entities on campus that can help us create captions. And then you can come back and add them after the fact. So that's not a big deal. We can also fetch the captions from YouTube. The caution with that one is that some of the captions are not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
They may say the wrong thing. But as you can see over here, they have tons of captions. You can get them in English, Hungarian, or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And you can delete them if you don't want them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hit, so we're done with this part. The next part that we're going to do is trim or crop the video.
Mm-hmm.
And this is over here is a nice way that can help you walk through the process. We choose the video, we add the captions, and then now we're gonna trim the video. The nice part about this is that we can, oh.
Sorry.
It was me. So the nice part about this, let's say we chose a video and this video is an hour, but from that hour, only 10 minutes are meaningful to what we want them to learn or teach. You don't have to show them the whole video. You can come in here and just select a certain section of it. Let's say I just want this section of it. We can preview it if we want to make sure it is what we want. But when we're doing that, one thing to remember, just grab the little bubble over here. Not this one, this is the playhead. So, excuse me. So yeah, this little bubble, this bubbles. Once we are sure this is the part that we want, we can just hit done. And just wait for a little second while it uploads. So now we have our video here, and we're gonna add another video. And here, let's go ahead and add another video, and I'm going to use the record one, which is something that you might wanna do if you are given your PowerPoint presentation to the students and you want to make sure that they're watching it. And this is just another way to do it. We can hit record. When we hit record, we can record the webcam. Hi everybody, that's me. Or we can come here and record the screen. It gives us options. We can record on my screen 1 or 2. Can everybody see that one? The pop-up options?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But what would be the advantage of recording in this? Because then you wouldn't be able to share a screen or do anything like that, right?
No, it's limited in that. It only shows your desktop or you.
Okay.
So it is limited, but if you just want to do a quick and dirty short mini video, you can just show them on your screen.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
So that's just one of the options. So let's go ahead and let's record the webcam really quick. And Welcome everybody to the class. Today we are going to cover the coronavirus, or the questions to uncover your passion. That last one sounds way better and more interesting and less stressful. But welcome to the class. Enjoy it. Welcome everybody to the class. Today we are going to cover the coronavirus, or the questions to uncover your passion. That last one sounds way better and more interesting. Okay, if we're happy with it, we just upload it. And this is the same if you have videos to upload or anything else on your desktop. This is the same process it's going to take you. Since my video was super short, it's going to be a lot easier and quicker to upload. Once again, we have our video resource. We're going to go to, we can hit done, or we can customize, and it's going to take us to the captions and then trim in the video. Let's see. I didn't want that one. I can preview. Welcome everybody to the class. Today we are going to cover, let's say I just want a coronavirus, or the questions to uncover your, I guess I can just leave it there. Let's select done. And as you can see, we have our video on at the beginning, and I have my picture down here. Now, one thing that I would want to suggest is to upload all your videos that you want to have first. And once again, this walks you through the process. You upload your videos, you add your interactions, and at the end, you save the entire bulb or video lesson. One of the things, let's say I want my video to be first because I'm introducing the concept, and there's certain things I want them to focus on while they watch the video. I can select this enable drag and drop ordering, and I could just grab this one and move it to the top. So now I've arranged my videos. I can unclick that and we're good to go.
Oh, very good.
Okay. And over here, there's a little warning sign, and this is just a reminder. It says interactions within a video segment will now move with the segment if it is recorded. What that means is that when we get to this interactions, if we had already built our questions for both of the videos, if I move my video to the top, the questions will not move at all. So the questions are going to be out of order. So that's why it's important to just put your videos first. And then once you're happy with the arrangement, let's go and add our interactions to it. Another thing to remember, I've sometimes had faculty members wanting to add like 20 videos, 30 minutes each video. I would suggest against that, just because it makes your life a lot harder, and it just kind of forces the students to stay seated in the computer a lot longer, and I'm not sure that's the best way for them to learn content. So just kind of chunk your content, especially if you're using YouTube videos, because if this video disappears in the future, it's just going to be a lot harder to fill in the video and have the rest of your videos down here. So I just suggest like 2 to 3 videos max, especially if you have interactions within that. It just makes it easier on you.
Do you think that I'd be able to, or I don't know if this is a copyright issue, but if I would be able to put a Amazon Prime video in this, Amazon Prime movie, obviously, from my account into this for them to record. I have a movie I want them to watch, and the only other thing is I was going to record the Zoom video while I was playing it, or I wonder if I can just grab the link and put it in here.
I don't think that it would work that way.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And is the video free for them to view?
Well, I'm paying for it.
Okay. So one of the things that I know we've done, we have I know is the language, some of the language labs that use videos, what they've done, how do I answer this? We've bought a video specifically for the class. From there, within the copyright law, you can make your video digital. From there, we upload the video to PlayPosit. And then the fair use laws have a couple of things that we have to be aware of. We can use it for one time. That way, no problem. If we want to keep using it throughout the course, we have to probably get permission for copyright. And usually that process is not is easy since we are an educational entity, and we usually get granted those. Okay. Not all the time. So yes, we can make a copy and upload it here. Another way to do it is we do the same process. We upload it here, and we're working with PlayPosit to kind of be able to only have one student view the video at a time. What that means is that we probably have to create a sign-in sheet of what student's going to watch the video at what time. That gets us around a lot of the copyright issues, because it's like you lending your one student at a time, you're lending them your copy of the video, and that's perfectly legal, to my understanding. I also have some copyright guidance that was sent to us to through the CSU. I'll be more than happy to send you that, instead of butchering the copyright law like I did, and that will give you a little more clarity. And let me see if I can actually do that. But there's certain things that we have to abide by. And PlayPosit is working with us so we can limit one viewer at a time as well. Just a way to kind of stay within the law.
Right.
So, but I will be sending both of you copyright guidance.
Thank you. Thank you.
And if you can please add that to the chat, I will send it to you after we get through this. Okay. So we added our videos that we want to do. Now, the other thing, we can go to interactions. This is when we start adding those questions. Actually, we can add it from here too, but this is another way to add it. If you just want to add questions at the end of the video, this is a nice place that can quickly do that for you. We have learner feedback if you want to do that. We have learner notes if you want to see that. Their students can take notes, and your students can take notes of what they're learning in the video and download them themselves. We can add discussions where students can start talking to each other. This is a nice way to add a pre and post assessment. And if you just want a summative assessment, you can add it here. I'm just going to add this summative assessment really quick and show you what that is. And this puts all of the questions at the end of my video. I can come here. This is a reflective pause. To edit this, I'll just come here and select the little 3 dots, click edit. If I don't want this to be a pause, I want them to be an actual discussion or web embed or whatever it is that I want, a free response. If I want this question to be a free response, I can just come here and type my question. Oops. What do you think about the class? A very complicated question. Once I'm done, I hit done. If I select customize, it gives me a couple of options. by the placement. If I want to be more specific on the timing, I can come here and once again, just click the little bubble and I want it to show up there. So hit done. Here is the other question. Come here, click on it. And as you can see, the point value was 1. If I had changed my point value in my options, it can be something it would have been 2, 3, or whatever I had to assign to be. I can come here and change it as well. If I want this to be 8 points, I can do that. So this is a nice quick way to do it. Once I click on that, I'm going to edit this because I want to add the question.
Now, are you putting them in the video just at the end though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the machine automatically added these questions at the end of the video.
Okay. But
So
there is the function where you can put them in like during the video, I thought,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. And I will show that next. Blue, yellow, oops. I can add another question. Green. I can add another option and purple. If my sky is purple or green, I can just select this one. This tells me what the correct answer is. Once I'm done, I can select done. If I don't want, let's say this question, I can just delete the interaction. Delete the interaction. And let's say I want to add another question. Come here, click on it, edit. And this is like sky blue, true, false. Or I can put yes or no and just hit done. So now we have quickly created, just by using the template, a essay question and 2 questions at the end. So let's go back to this area with this video segments. If you don't want to apply a template, this is another quick way to add the template. It takes you to the same place as here. But let's come here and let's see. We start our video. Everybody to the class. Today we are going to cover the coronavirus, or the questions to uncover your passion. Let's say we press pause there. Let's say I want to add a question. Now we already added a template, but I want to add something here. I can come here to the little bubble that says add interaction, and it gives you the time where you're adding it over here. So click on here, and here it gives us what kind of questions do we want. We want a multiple choice. We want to add a poll question. Do we want to add a website where they can further explore this? Let's say, I don't know, which one would you like to see? Let's add
Do a poll.
A poll? Okay, let me cancel that one and let's add here and let's do a poll. So the questions is, what kind of question can we add to the poll?
COVID, discuss COVID or discuss passion.
Okay. How many corona strains are there? And then we can set, I think it was 30, right?
I don't know.
No, because COVID only COVID-19. Because I think there's several strains, if I'm not mistaken, but COVID-19 is a particular one.
Correct.
So, okay, so we can do this one. And let's select done. And now we have added our poll. So we have a poll question. We have our summative questions here. If we're happy with this, We can go and hit review to save it, or if we want to add more questions, we can keep playing and add more questions if we like. So here, open template gallery, if we want to add another template. I usually am a little hesitant to adding multiple templates because I've gone into trouble with those. So the rest of them I just add in by hand. One thing that is actually kind of nice is that, where is it?
So it looks like your next video
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
automatically
you.
popped up.
So
that looks like the next video automatically popped up after your little recording.
yes.
And so the next one pops up. So if you want to add questions to that, you can keep on going. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice little way to just one session. That's why I kind of advise against having like 30 videos in one, because that's going to be a long viewing session. So, but yeah, because every single video pops up as we go along. And just a quick reminder, every single time one of the interactions that we add to the video, what it does is stops the video, and students will not be allowed to move forward or go back until they add an answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So once let's say I'm completely happy with everything we have, let's go and hit review. Here, it gives me the opportunity to rename this. Let's say lesson, I think it was 4 that we had created. Lesson 4. We can add tags to help us find it later on. Here we can add some of the playback options. We can allow our learners to rewind after the interaction appears. We can allow them to skip interactions. You can allow them to fast forward. I would suggest against this one, especially if you want them to view the content.
All right.
So you can allow the learners to retake the poll once they're completed, to view the reports and any of these options. Here's a privacy again. Actually, this should have changed to is private. And not visible to that. I have to go back and talk to them why it's doing that. So here we come here and save the changes. And save the video.
Okay.
Now we're done. Let's hit close. One thing. Here, let's see, where is my video that I just created? Let's say modify. Here we go. This is that video I just created. So here, if you're just creating the one video, we can come here and select a bulk link. Because we created our link. We create our video. We can select it and assign it from here. Here, we can come here and have a self-paced, especially since it's a distance learning class or online course. That way they can take their time and take it on their own. We also have another option is live broadcast. This is usually handy in a face-to-face course because you can add the same interactions that we just did and have their students with their devices be in the class and answer the questions as you either pause the video or go through the video. And if they hit a question, everybody submits their answer. You can expand on that while you're teaching in a live course. But this one, we're going to select the self-paced and just hit link. Now we've linked the course, and this is what gives us, if we have a preview option, that means that the link has been created. Now, I know that this linkage part can get a little confusing. So let me go ahead and just create another one really quick. I'm going to call this a test. And once again, I create the link to get into the main PlayPosit. I can come here. If I have a video lesson or a bulb already created that I want to add to this course, let's say I have another course, but that lesson can work for this course. I can just come in here, set the bulb link. I want this one, and I can link it to it, and now it's linked.
Oh, cool.
So on the other hand, let me just go and create another one. And this I know can get to be a little confusing. So if I am adding to that, please let me know. Test 2. So let's go ahead, and this is a test 2, right? Come
So
here.
basically all your bulbs, no matter, it's not class specific, it's going to collect all of those. It's going to show all of those.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a test 2. Let's enter PlayPosit. Now, the first time we did it, we came in here and we just created the one lesson. Here, another thing we can do is just start building. We can build, let's say I can start a new bulb, build this bulb, go through the process of building the bulb. And let's say I'm done with that one, I saved it. I don't want to click this one just yet, and I want to create another one. I can create 10 bulbs all at once here, because this is the main page, which can get a little confusing, especially because I can't remember what link I clicked on right now, but especially, so if you're building them all together, it can get confusing. So if you want to build all of them, you're welcome to do so. One thing I will want to remind you, once you have built all your lessons for the course, to come back outside, make sure what link you're clicking to. Let's say test 2, this is my lesson 5 or 10, whatever it is. I can click here now, select the bulb link again, and just make sure I select the correct one. And let's say this time I want this one. Since it's already in this course or at a different course, sometimes it will ask you to copy it over. Just hit copy, select link, and now we have created a link. So hopefully I did not confuse anybody with this, but if anything from PlayPosit, this can be the most difficult part of it all. If you're building the bulbs, when it comes to the linking part, feel free to send me an email, set up a meeting with me. I'll be more than happy to help you work through it, because I know this part can get to be a little confusing. And sometimes for me, I like to build everything at once and then come back and just connect it. And the reasons I like doing that is because it just minimizes any issues I might have with the students clicking on the link before I'm ready for them to click on it. And if I want to make some changes, it's just easier for me to do it at the end, once I know everything in the video bulb or video lesson is set and good to go. Okay, so let me show you what PlayPosit might look like. Let's come here. I'm selected this one. now I'm a student preview. I'm gonna click on this test 2. You on your end were able to see the 3 boxes. Your students will not see that. This is what your students will see. Let's hit play. And let's click again.
Hi, my name is Bill Raymond, and in this e-learning best practices video, I'm going to talk all about audio. I think what you'll find when we get into this is that the difference between using your computer's audio equipment or a middle-of-the-road piece of gear versus using professional equipment is night and day. The differences are astounding. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, let's start by using my computer's microphone.
Bear with me.
As you can hear, there's a lot of echo in the background. I'm just sitting in a standard office like most people would if they were building this training. They don't have a professional sound room.
As you can see, it doesn't allow me to fast
do
forward.
the recording. You also
it allows me to go back, but not fast
you also
forward.
notice that any kind of background noise that occurs, such as doors knocking, people walking by, you're even picking up a glass of water, it's all going to be picked up and very noticeable by the person taking your training. There's another problem with the computer microphone, and that's the fact that the keyboard and mouse are right near it. So if I just click my mouse here, just clicked it a few times so you could hear it, and now I'm going to go ahead and type something. Now, I did not modify this video at all or type really hard on my keyboard. That's just how it sounds. Now, again, for short videos, not a problem. For a long training video, that's going to be an issue. Imagine having to hear that clacking sound as you're typing on your keyboard. That person watching your training is going to disconnect and they may not finish watching it.
As you can see, it stopped my video and now it's asking me to respond to the prompt that I created. What are the drawbacks of using a computer microphone to record audio? Check all that apply. So there's an echo in the background. That one maybe. And let's hit submit. And it gives me quick feedback. It tells me which one I miss. And once I'm ready to move forward, I can hit continue.
After
and it keeps track of all the questions. I can come in here
computer's
and click,
microphone, you might be wondering what it's.
I can come here and click this area that is notes. And these are notes that I can do as a student. This is cool. The nice part about this is that once I send it, it also timestamps it. I can come back and edit and add to the video or delete it. Discussion boards will work in a similar way as this, except for the fact that over here it has reply. So students can actually reply to each other within the video and they can see this. These notes are viewable to you as a faculty and to the students, if I'm not mistaken. And the beauty of it is that they can download the notes. And now they have notes of the video.
Wow.
And it's timestamped for them. So it helps them learn a little bit easier and within the context of the video. And they can just come here and view it, open this section over here and just be able to see what it is that you're talking about.
That's only in their view, right? The notes and the but we can access it, but that's basically for them.
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can access them. I will double verify that because I haven't tested it just correctly, but as far as I know, you can access their notes as well.
And is transcript, is that the if you had a SSD student, then that's, yeah, okay.
Yes, as you can see, we were able to get the captions over here on screen, and this is the caption, the entire video that has been, yeah.
Okay.
And let's hear play.
It's like when you purchase some
as you can
sort
see,
of expensive headset.
The little light is tracking. The little blue line is tracking where they're at in the video or in the text.
That
sadly, it does
ought to
not
sound pretty good and maybe even advertises
automatically
itself.
advance itself, but it is nice to have. Okay, so this is what your students see, and the way they come here and open it and close it. Let's exit the preview, and this is a little bit weird for preview because he always does this to me. So I just come here to the arrow, get out of there, and then exit the student preview. Okay, so now we go back and we have our video lessons. So I know PlayPosit can get a little, if you're not used to this tool, it can get a little overwhelming at the beginning. but I promise you that if you just put that, once you get to understand how it works, it's very easy to use and test. And I am more than happy to help you walk through that process, because I know the initial part might seem overwhelming. But once you get the hang of it, it's super simple to use, and the benefits of it for you and your students is just really, really nice.
I really like this because there's a way that you can get very intentional and specific about the kinds of feedback you're asking for from them.
Yes.
And the problem with like teaching on Zoom or things like that is so many of them can just hide,
yes.
Stay muted, not respond, not reply. And this way they kind of have to say something with the interaction part.
Yeah, they have to actually sit and listen to the video, because some of them might just play it in the background and walk away, or not even bother playing it. So this is a way to kind of engage them and force them to pay attention.
Yeah, even with the lectures, even with the canned lectures, at the same thing, not just the videos and that, they can, they get more from it. So you could kind of pop in quiz, kind of quiz questions throughout the lecture.
Yeah.
It
holds them a little bit responsible, and especially because I know that sometimes we want to see what counts as participation. And this can be counted as participation. You do it, you showed up to the lecture. It can be used the same way with the embedded questions into it.
Right.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the embedded questions. I think that's just brilliant. I didn't know that this was even possible. So yeah. Thanks, Marcia, for telling me about coming in. She and I were texting, and she said, "Oh, come join me in this class. It's great."
No, I'm glad. I'm particularly love this tool because it makes the passive experience of actually watching something and engages them in it. They have to pay attention. They have to answer the questions. And in your end, if you notice that a lot of the students are missing a particular question, it could be because either the video you show them didn't do an accurate description of it, or you can start seeing it's like, well, they might need a little extra help in this area.
The patterns, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a workaround to kind of gauge their understanding from a face-to-face course, because in a face-to-face course you can see their glaze eyes and like, I don't know what she's talking about. You're like, okay, I need to go and expand on this. So it's a workaround that might help you do that.
Oops, I better mute, sorry.
No worries. So that is what we have. And like I said, it takes a little to get used to the way to link it, but which is I think the trickiest part that might give you headaches. But it is once you get the hang of it, you will love it.
Yeah, there's a learning curve on all this, so it's to be expected.
Yeah, I just am excited to know it's a possibility, but I'm going to have to go back and rewatch this. Yeah.
And like I said, if you need, just make a meeting with me. I send you the copyright paperwork that we got from the CSU. Make a meeting with me. I'll be more than happy to spend the time with you, like an hour, and just walk you through the process until you feel comfortable with it. Because this is a great tool, and I do know that there's a learning curve. So I'm more than happy to sit with you and walk you through it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. No, my pleasure.
Thanks a lot, Liz, for spending the morning with me. I had a meeting with her before this about the Blackboard,